we all know the benefits of having a mentor. You know, they've been there, done that. They can save you a lot of trouble. Problem is, or if you not a problem, a challenge is, how would one go about finding a mentor? In your opinion, Ryan, how would you recommend someone to go about getting a mentor?
Develop your empathy muscle.
Ooh. Oh, okay. All right. What about your courage muscle? Because you got to ask.
You need that too, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're leading with empathy in every relationship that you got, and you're not thinking about your own selfish nature, which I never do. You know, I was lucky I grew up with a mother who drove empathy into me, like that was life based on my childhood. So yeah, my greatest strength is in building relationships, and it's because I genuinely care more about the other person than anything that I'm getting out of the deal, period.
Actually, that's pretty interesting, and it's really solid because, you know, with mentors, it's not about what you do for me, it's more like what I can do for you. In my case, my mentor was my former employer, and that relationship just built over time organically, like when you water a plant, you know, it just grew over time. You know, I obviously did highlight it in my book, How to Find You Step by Step, but you don't come in with expectations. You come in with, can I work for you? Hey, can you need help with this? What can I do for you? And when you provide value for someone, in return, they will find a way to provide that value to you.
Look, man, I love this topic, and it humbles me to the core. Like, it truly humbles me to the core, because my mentors that are the reason where I am where I'm at. Like, there's no way, and it started with my mother, and there's no way that I can even be close to where I'm at without my mentors. That's how I learned, to your point, right? Like, I know a guy, bang. Like, I know a guy who knows a guy, bang. Like, I'm not out here researching stuff on the internet, spending 4 hours. Every time I do that, I waste an hour. I tried to add music to Clubhouse. We're in Clubhouse now. I tried to add music into Clubhouse earlier. I spent over an hour trying to do that, and I wasn't even successful. And you know what my gut told me? Call Nick. You know what happened? I said, no, I'm gonna figure it out myself. Hour later, couldn't figure it out. Hit Nick up after Clubhouse. Like, yeah, bro, you just do this. My whole life, honestly, is created because of mentors. I'm like almost like an image of my mentors, and it's not one mentor. I've got 10 people that I could call on a dime, and they'll give me the most genuine, authentic love that I could ever receive. And I've got another 40 people who would help me at the drop of a hat in certain subjects. There is no like crazy formula, or you got to connect with more people. Like, no, it's just a process of leading with empathy in your relationship.
I think it's well said. I can't add any more to it. I gave you my desert version because I'm in Palm Springs of it. You gave me the Columbia on the beach, crystal clear water version of it. So I can't top it.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of empathy is sincerity, right?
Yeah.
People can tell if you're trying or if you have hidden expectations. That's why I say you really got to build empathy, like genuinely, right? And empathy is like Nick, for an example. He always said he's not good with empathy.
I think he is.
But he's actively worked on empathy. Like, he's read books about how to become more empathetic. Like, he's learned from me. Like, that's my skill set. We learned from each other, but he learned from me. He has a girlfriend that's highly empathetic. Like, he's building his environment around it because he recognized it as a weakness.
Right.
It's got to your point, like, it's got to be sincere. Like,
for sure.
People notice it. When you have unset expectations, that's a recipe for disaster.